Okay, Cheyenne, thoughts for the day? Miguel.
Yeah.
Well, I'm stepping in for, I just wanted to talk about, my thought of the day is about hiking, and the struggles about hiking, and almost wanted to give up before you get to the top. I signed up for this with Hector, Tom, and some people right here from home with Robert, and man, it's hard. It's hard to try not to stand in the end of the line. And always like, one of the things we always try to be in the front and beat ourselves up. But before you get to the top, it comes to the point of breaking down sometimes. And I went on a couple of practice hikes, they called them. It was nothing about practice on that. It was a challenge. Every single hike was a challenge. It was a challenge just to take the last 5 steps. And next weekend we are about to go to Mount Whitney, 14,500 feet up, the tallest one, the biggest one in the United States, in the 48. And it's going to be a challenge, but I welcome that challenge. I welcome that challenge because every day, every single homeless that walks into his door has a big challenge, just to walking in and asking for help. Because that's the biggest thing for us coming from the streets. The hardest thing to do is to challenge ourselves to come and change our lives, challenge ourselves to do something different. So for me, that challenge right there, at first I didn't know how hard it was going to be. I said, I hike? Oh, I hike. Yeah, and like always, I just push myself through it, but the last 5 steps, the last mile seems like forever. Like it's just like half of my life. Everything seemed like I couldn't finish. And a lot of times I did give up before. A lot of times I gave up. I gave up on school. I gave up on trying to work things out with family. I gave up on a lot of things. But not this time. Not this time. It doesn't matter how hard or how beat I'll be in the end of the ride. I'm doing it. And I want to thank the people that got it together, like Tom, the doctor right here in the back. I was like 70 years old. I'm like, he cannot leave me behind. No one goes get left behind. And he can hide. He can hide. You got Robert Waters right here. And then you got, I was like, oh man, like, I can't give up. I got Hector in front of me. And I was like, these people, they hike, but it's because they push themselves to the limit. And it's all about that. It's all us coming here and pushing ourselves for a difference, pushing ourselves for a new life, pushing ourselves to be able to finally finish. For myself, I could talk for myself. I'm gonna finish everything I start now. And that's what, for me, that's the challenge of that mountain, is to finish on top. And when we come down, it's a different story. But no, I challenge everybody to finish everything you start. You start GED, finish it. If you come into Homeboys and you start working here, finish your 18 months. Don't leave them behind.
That's right.
Don't leave anything halfway, because we don't got time to be, I could have done this, I could have done that. If you are working on your sobriety, finish it. Go through it all the way. Go through everything you need to do. Because that's the challenge of this world now, for us to be able to finish. So I ask everybody here, every single homeboys here, and senior staff, to finish. Finish whatever we start. We start a program here, finish it. Let's get to all the way to the top of that mountain together. It's the whole thing about together. Because when I was walking up there, if it wasn't for some of the guys that were pushing me up and telling me you could do it, I probably would have sat in the rock and said, this is it. This is it. But the thing about family, kinship, and everything comes together in that mountain once again, just like it does right here at Homewood. And that's one thing I was thinking about when I came in the morning. They were telling me, hey, you got that other day. I said, oh, okay. And I was like, it's about finishing. So I just want everybody to know, you could finish. And you will finish. And you will get your high school diploma, your GED, your college, and you will finish this program. because you came into this door asking for help, and now the doors are open for you, so here you go. Let's finish together as a family. Thank you.